Bitcoin just had another bullish crossover here, and the cup and handle pattern is playing out perfectly as well. So it seems that the bull market is finally ready to continue again, and therefore it is very important to get into your positions. And did you know that Cronos is one of the highest risk reward coins out there? If not, I would say let's strap in and let's find out. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm the one and only Coin Baron, and before I made the massive decision to buy 1 million Cronos, more about that in the top right corner, I created for myself this risk assessment file over here that compared all the top 50 cryptocurrency. And guys, I needed to make sure that before I pulled the trigger, I was making the right decisions, because of course there are multiple horses in the race and you do need to bet on the right ones. But first, let's take a look at that Bitcoin chart from the intro, because you need to know why right now is going to be such an important moment. The cup and handle pattern on Bitcoin can best be found on the weekly or 2 weekly charts over here. And there they really start to shine, because you really see this cup and a small handle appearing, which is absolutely beautiful and a bullish sign for Bitcoin. With this pattern, we can also determine a target. And therefore, we have to take a look at the neckline over here and the bottom of the cup. So we're going to get over here a little trend line, and we can actually get that one and move it over to the breakout spot. So let's say, guys, we're going to break out of this little handle over here. Then we can put it over and say, hey, this is going to be our target. And this target is sitting nicely around 120K for Bitcoin, guys. Absolutely huge. Before we go to 100K and above, we need to wait for a confirmation on the breakout. But guys, this chart from the intro is making me very bullish and gives me also a lot of confirmation, because what we see is a bullish cross on the 21 and 50 week moving average on the Bitcoin chart over here. And just guys, see what happened the last time in 2024 when we had a breakout. Well, how much did we actually grow from there? Well, let's take a look over here. It was a 50% move. So what if we move over again 50%? Around also 100K. So guys, I have so many reasons to be bullish, but then we also, of course, are talking about Bitcoin. Why would this matter for altcoins? Well, to explain that a bit better, we do need to go to the Bitcoin dominance charts over here. And as you see, we recently tapped into a new yearly high for the Bitcoin dominance. So Bitcoin does seem unstoppable right now, but we also have something called the Bitcoin dominance cycle. And currently, ladies and gentlemen, I think we are at step 3 over here. So we do see that Bitcoin dominance is going up. We recently hit that new all-time high or yearly high for Bitcoin dominance. But at the same time, the Bitcoin price was pretty much stagnant, so lateral over here. It was not really moving between 72K and 60K and has been there for the longest time now. And at the same time, we also saw altcoins dropping. So we had, for example, Cronos that has been dipping quite a bit. We saw Solana dipping quite a bit, BNB dipping quite a bit. Overall, I would say it hasn't been the best time for altcoins, of course, with some exceptions like Ethereum. But ladies and gentlemen, what you are waiting for is the next step in the cycle, because that is exactly when altcoins like Cronos are going to pop. So what we see, Bitcoin dominance going down, and after reaching a yearly high, this becomes more and more likely. So when the Bitcoin dominance is going down, but Bitcoin price is going up, and that's very likely with that cup and handle pattern and that bullish cross, we also expect altcoin prices to really start its rise. And that, guys, is why the altcoin season is coming closer and closer. And I definitely think you need to get your altcoin position in right now, because this is getting closer day by day. So to pick the right altcoins, we go back to the risk assessment file over here. And this file contains information about the top 50 cryptocurrency as indexed by CoinMarketCap. What we have is the crypto, the current price, my personal low target, and a high target. And then we have an average as well. And after that, we take a look at the reward ratio. So if you buy right now at this current price, and the crypto is going to go to the target price, which is the average of the low and the high one, Then we have a reward ratio. So this is basically almost 3 times your current price. I've done this for all the tokens on the list, and personally I think the targets seem quite reasonable. For example, over here, Ethereum with a low target of 10k and a high target of 15k, averaging out at 12.5k for 1 Ether. And that would give us a reward ratio a bit higher, a tad higher than Bitcoin, but I think it also makes sense for a lower market cap coin like Ethereum. So far looking good. There are some exceptions, I would say. For example, over Tether or USDC. These, of course, are stable coins, so there's no risk, but also no reward. So they'll stick at a measly 1. And you see, red is bad, green is good, I would say. But also to that, I do have to mention some other outliers. For example, we do have over here Bonk and Floki at number 44 and number 45. Well, guys, meme coins, they have quite the big risk, but also a big reward potential. And that's also, I think, shown over here at the low target and the high target. Guys, I wouldn't be surprised if coins like Floki make like a 30x and go to almost a 90 billion market cap. Because if meme mania is going really crazily high, that is not even a crazy target, honestly. Having said that, let's zoom in a bit more on that reward ratio. Let's first take a look at the coins with less potential. So let's open up the ones up until like 3. And then we see coins popping up like Tron over here, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, Monero, MakerDAO. And well, what I see is that all these coins are actually older coins, and they do have less hype these days, as they have been with us, I think, for the longest time, especially coins like Litecoin. So a bit lower reward ratio, I would say. Then guys, let's take a look at this time around the higher coins, and let's open up the ones from like 10 over here. And those are quite a few, honestly. So let's see, let's open them up. And what immediately strikes me is that, well, on this list, I see so many different meme tokens. I see SHIB, I see Pepe, I see Floki, I see Bonk, but I do also see some utility tokens. For example, over HBAR, and that's definitely one of the hot narratives right now. I see Immutable over here, hard to see a bit. I see Casper, and I see Cronos. But let's zoom a bit more on Cronos, because what are the numbers I'm using over here? So the Cronos low target would be the previous all-time high at $1. And then we have the new high, the target high target, that will be sitting at $4. So that will be an average target of 250. And you might think that the $4 target is really, really high, but honestly, it isn't even that high. It's just 4x the previous all-time high. And just looking at, for example, Ethereum, yeah, well, the target over there was also just a 4x from the previous all-time high. But having said that, with an average target of $2.5, the reward ratio is really, really high. Not just really high, it's actually the highest. The highest in the whole top 50 of altcoins. Personally, ladies and gentlemen, this sign couldn't be more clear. And that's why I made the decision to go almost all in on Cronos. I still have some Bitcoin, some Ethereum positions. But guys, if you, and of course no financial advice, but if you own yourself some nice Bitcoin, if you own yourself some steady Ethereum, why not add at least a little fluff of Cronos? Because that little fluff can really make your portfolio grow during such a bull cycle, especially with such a telling reward ratio. Having said that, ladies and gentlemen, I will make sure that the file is publicly available in the link down below, so you can also check the numbers and make your own risk assessment. But if you're going to use the file, please guys, do leave a like. Make sure you follow me for more content, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.